Hey everyone! Today we are back for the second video of the series where we'll be covering a song called The House of the Rising Sun. This song uses a technique called arpeggiating. For those of you who don't know what that is, arpeggiating is when you play each of the individual notes in the chord instead of just strumming them all at once, like this. That was an arpeggiation of the E chord, which normally would sound like this. Now, the structure of this song is actually fairly simple. There is a verse and then an interlude structure, which repeats itself 6 times with one gap for an organ solo in the original version in the middle of the verses. And so the focus of this video will be mainly on the technique of arpeggiating and on the chords that it is being used on in this song. Okay, so to start off the song, there is a brief intro section that is 8 bars, and it has the chords A minor, C, D, F, A minor, E, A minor, E. Except, of course, the whole song is played in arpeggios, so it's going to sound like this. And so I'm going to show you the arpeggiation patterns for each of the chords, just so you guys know exactly how to play those. Alright, starting off with the A minor chord, which as you can see here is the open A string, the 2nd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, 1st fret on the B string, and then the high open E string. So the way that you're going to arpeggiate that is you're going to play, so it's going to be 7 notes. You start from the lowest, you keep going higher, and then you go back to, so for the C chord, all you got to do is move down your ring finger to the 3rd fret of the A string. So the C chord shape is going to be the 3rd fret of the A string, the 2nd fret of the D string, an open G string, 1st fret on the B string, and the open top E string. And so it's going to sound like this. It's going to be the exact same pattern. You're just going to go from lowest to highest, and then go back down to. That's going to be the C chord. Moving on to the D chord, you're going to form a triangular shape here. So it's going to be the open D string, it's going to be the 2nd fret of the G string, 3rd fret of the B string, and 2nd fret of the high E string. And so since this one has less strings, you're going to have to repeat the top string before you go back down to. So it's going to sound like this. Like that. Then you're going to play the F chord, not the full F chord, but in fact this version of the F chord here, where you have to bar the top 2 strings. So it's the 3rd fret of the D string, the 2nd fret of the G string, and the 1st fret of both the B and high E strings. And so again, you're going to repeat that highest note, so it's going to sound like this. After the F chord, you return to the A minor chord. And then after that, you have the E chord. So you're just going to take all the fingers from the A minor chord and shift it down 1 string. So you're playing the open E string, the bottom string. And then you have the 2nd fret of the A string, the 2nd fret of the D string, and the 1st fret of the G string, with the top 2 strings, the B and the E, being open. So it's going to sound like this. And this one, since you're starting all the way down at the lowest, you don't actually go all the way down to the high E string. You just play the first 5 strings, and then go back to. And then it repeats again the A minor, and then back to the E. And that is the beginning part. Alright, then the song is going to move into the start of its first verse. All the same chords, it's just going to be in a different order. It's going to start with the A minor, to the C, then to the E twice. Back to the A minor, to the C, to the D, to the F, to the A minor, to the E, to the A minor, to the C, and then here it's going to do the first interlude, so it's going to be a D, an F, an A minor, an E, an A minor, and an E. Alright, and with those progressions, you have essentially the whole song. The song repeats the verse interlude structure 6 times for each of the 6 verses, and obviously there was that one intro at the start. And just to recap, the verse is the A minor, C, D, F, A minor, C, E, E, A minor, C, D, F, A minor, E, A minor, C. And then you have the interlude, which is D, F, A minor, E, A minor, E. And like I said, it does that 6 times, and so I'm just going to play for you one time the verse and the interlude together at the normal speed, just so you can hear what that sounds like. And that right there is the verse and interlude together. And like I said, that's essentially the whole song. Only thing that changes is the lyrics. And just to mention it one more time, between the 3rd and 4th verses of the song, there is a short break where there's an organ solo. In the original version, the chords are the exact same as the verse and interlude. Nothing's different, just obviously there's going to be no lyrics in that part if you're going to perform the song with vocals. Alright, there you have it. Thank you for tuning into this video for House of the Rising Sun, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.